it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. The Bobcats will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Ohio Bobcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Line gets set. First down. Here's the handoff. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside, it's Curtis. Makes his man miss. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweet cut there. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Using his legs, it's Curtis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Off play action. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Looking long. Hauls it in on the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
It's apparent this quarterback took care of the film study this week. He is locked into this game plan right now. We already saw him throw a touchdown on the first drive. There's another beautiful throw. Vertically down the field to set his offense up. He is playing in tremendous rhythm right now.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42.
Here we go, ready. Wide, 3, ready, go.
They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Of the period, first down here. Tight end now in motion. Running it to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Caught behind the line. It's Bowman. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Thanks to grab. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry here.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Play number 9 on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Yeah, and a nice job quickly getting the ball out. These bubble screens got to come out fast and got to come out to your playmakers who you can throw it to. Trust them to make the right read, get the ball upfield, and get in the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run inside. It's Curtis. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier.
The ball pops out on the return. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try.
Touchdown, Ohio! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give. Running to Green. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, 5. Ready, 5. Let's go.
To the ground. He's got it again. Maybe a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll send the back in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Hoosiers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Sacramento. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with Ohio's head coach coming out of the locker room. He loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got a little grass. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback floating away from pressure. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Behind the chains now on second and long. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Curtis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. On on the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. With the catch, it's Burrell. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
He's got it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The RPO fired complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Keeps it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Had to settle for the field goal.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Midweek action for your viewing pleasure. It's 2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll ride the hot hand. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Bobcats are rolling down the field. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along.
Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Hands it off. Touchdown, Ohio! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Keeps it on the option. The give to the tailback. There's a little room there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Got a man, it's Burrell. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Makes it past the marker. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Offense gets set for second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they get him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to power their way ahead. Could be an alley. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the beatdown has ensued. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they've made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you string together positive plays.